Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my fellow fleas. How you guys doing? And I know I'm technically starting in the middle of an ad break, so apologies to all you non-subs. But yeah, I don't know. Can't really plan music all too well. I don't know. It's all good. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys have had a wonderful day. I'm probably gonna just stall just a little bit until the ad break officially ends, and yeah, we can get started. So, how are you guys doing? Sorry, we got like maybe another minute 20 seconds. Sorry, I usually don't really start this early in the middle of an ad break, but it is what it is. Yo, Yui. Hey, how you doing, Yui? How you been? How you been? So yeah, I think we. So yeah, we probably have some things to kind of talk about. Well, maybe some might be a little bit, might be understanding. Well, we probably got a good amount of things to kind of talk about. How's the scoopable cat? Well, I'm not sure about scoopable. I feel like that's a bit of an over exaggeration, but I've been doing good. I've been doing good for the most part. And Underfighter, thank you for the daily care package. Well, the hourly care package. Thank you for that. Yeah. So yeah, we do have kind of a good amount of things to talk about. Whether or not I'll actually be able to play Crash is a whole other deal. But we'll talk. We'll worry about that when we get to that point. So it is what it is. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Valers, welcome in. Block, what's good? Everyone else that kind of came in the middle of the intro. I hope you guys are doing well. There's always marbles. Well, I will probably. I mean, if we're being honest, if I'm being completely honest, yeah. I mean, there's probably a very good chance we're gonna do at least one marbles game next month. But I will get to that when we get there. So, yeah. So yeah, I kind of need to probably talk about a few things. So yeah, one, I definitely need to have. I kind of need to plan out some stuff for June because start of summer, got do some things, right? wouldn't be wouldn't be streaming otherwise, right? So I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what we could kind of do to at least make these streams just a tad bit more interesting. Probably more so than the usual yapping marbles, and all that other good stuff in between. So yeah, so I've been, and I've also probably been talking about like like here and there, like the last couple of streams too. But with June nearly knocking on the door at this rate, I mean it's probably June for some of you guys, especially those living in the land down under. But yeah, we kind of have to figure out what to do as far as content goes. Hmm. So I don't know. First off, I did bring up maybe like a few streams ago. I kind of was thinking about doing a few monthly sub goals for next month, like starting technically tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. But for the month of June, I was thinking about doing maybe a few sub goals. And thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Valers. So not stretch goals, sub goals. So yeah, I don't know. So I was thinking maybe we could probably plan that out. Maybe I'm not expecting to do a lot of sub goals. It's probably maybe I don't know, somewhere between 2 to 4 for this month alone. So I don't know. I have a few. I have like a few in mind. There's a few that I've actually talked about before that we might allude to doing. One in particular. I was thinking about maybe doing a full-on drinking stream, and I feel like that would probably be a pretty good start for at least one of the sub goals at the very least. So yeah, I feel like I could definitely put that in there as an option. So, oh hey Slug, how you doing? Give you a quick shout real quick. So, but yeah, but yeah, I mean beyond just drinking and beyond just a drinking stream, I haven't really figured out what I could also add as a few sub goals. So, um, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I kind of have Photoshop ready, so like we could just like type it out and figure out what to do. But I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Drinking, getting over it. Well, getting over it depends on the circumstance of what required me to get over it. But yeah. But here's what makes this a little bit, just a tad bit more interesting. So yeah, I was more or less kind of gonna go full forward on the drinking stream. But not only that, I may not be doing it alone. So because a certain lord had alluded to the possibility of joining with me. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a full on confirmation or if because I don't know. Well, I don't know what will happen, but he sort of alluded to it the other day, and if that is the case, I might bring him along with me, and we'll just do whatever happen. We'll just be drinking together, I guess. So, yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see. The other sub goal I kind of had in mind was doing karaoke, and I'm not gonna lie, that absolutely scares the shit out of me more than anything else. Simply because I'm not that great of a singer. I'd be the first to tell you that right away. So, and thank you, Zen, for reminding. You're not really reminding me, because I never specifically promised a CPR cover. I didn't really quite promise a CPR cover. CPR. Okay. I mean, singing it would probably be fun, admittedly, even if the lyrics does give off the wrong impression about who I am. But but I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty sure you said you do it in one bottle. Okay. It depends on the bottle. I guess if it's like, maybe if it was like, I don't know, like a bottle of tequila or maybe like a bottle of Jack Daniels. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, we could, maybe. That's a big maybe, though. So, even then, I think I'd still know, despite being like heavily inebriated, like full on drunk, I'd still would probably have enough awareness to know just how horrible this could potentially be, on my end at least. It'd probably be fun for you guys, but you'd be so good at CPR. I don't think you guys have heard me sing. And if you have, I mean, I may have hummed and may have like did a little casual singing in between my streams, but yeah, I don't know about that. But anyways, I was thinking maybe we do like, I don't know, 3 or 4 sub goals, and then maybe we could probably do something along. Well, we'll have to do something about it. But yeah, so. Let me set this up real quick, because I feel like I should probably jot all this down in case I completely forget, like I usually do after every stream. I think the streamer brain is fully set at this rate. Half the stuff that happens on stream I just completely forget by the time I wake up. Like by the time I fall asleep and wake up the next day. So, I mean, classic things at this rate. So. You would trust me to revive you from cardio. I mean, that's a big trust. I mean, also, I don't know how much breath I could provide as a long gap. Unfortunately, Bacon. So, stuff to think about. But yeah, I don't know. Let me head over to. I was gonna probably take you guys over to just, I don't know. I was probably gonna use Notepad, but I probably figured Photoshop would just be a little bit easier. Probably, maybe. If it will let me though. There's a few times where I've been trying to put in like other programs and would not let me capture it on OBS. So We'll see. Um, Wait, let me switch over. Let me see. Let me see if this works. No, okay, it's completely minimalized. Let me take care of that real quick. No, okay, are we good? Can you guys hear me again? Can you guys hear me again? Okay, we're good. So yeah, I don't know why it always does that. Like every time I try to move something on stream, it just ends up completely crashing. So yeah, that sucks. But yeah, anyways, yeah. So I mean, at least this time we won't be having like 16 different separate streams from the same stream. So it's all good. Um, hmm. Can I move this off stream? Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I think we took care of it. On the plus side, you guys could get another free daily update. Or actually, can you? No, I don't think you can. Sorry, never mind. Take back what I said there. Hmm. So yeah, let me try this again. So here's what I'm thinking. So also let me reduce the font just a little bit. That's way too small. Sorry, bear with me. I don't know. So drinking stream, I was thinking about maybe setting it to like I was thinking either 30 or 40 sub goal. But that might be a bit much considering my size. So maybe I'm thinking maybe 20 subs total. Maybe. I don't know. I've never been good at setting up sub goals, so this is just what I'm thinking. So yeah, drinking stream. Here's the thing. I've if we're being honest, I did talk with someone. Obviously, that someone is Lord David. He might be interested in drinking with me if we were to hit this stream. If we were to hit the sub goal, and if we do hit it, if we do hit that set goal, the game so far that we've been kind of thinking right now is Drive Beyond Horizons again. This time in multiplayer form, so because there is multiplayer for that game, so I figure that's because between this and the long drive, I feel like this would be the perfect drinking stream. You know, like granted, it's only 50 kilometers, but I feel like a lot. Yeah, that's that's a big if, and I'll have to talk again. I'll have to talk with David about this. So, um, we'll see. We'll see. If anything, I'm not too pro. I'm not against the idea of drinking on stream. I feel like I would much rather handle that better than the karaoke stream. Uh, I cannot spell karaoke, so I'm thinking this one maybe a total maybe 50 subs. If we're being honest. Oh, also don't tell David, but for one sub, there we go. I feel like this. I mean, these are pretty. These are. This is like a good start to set of sub goals, right? So actually, I mean, okay, David. I mean, listen. I feel like again, I will reiterate this because you look. I mean, you look at this picture, David, which you guys currently can't see, but you look at this picture of David right below me. Come on, how can you not have that ready to go and not use it, and have that ready to go and not use it, you know? So just saying. Are you sure David even needs one sub? Okay, true. If we're being honest, yeah, David has his own sub. David technically has his own sub dedicated people that sub to him. So you know, you do make a good point. You actually do make a good point. So we'll just put. There we go. But yeah. So far I've only. So the only sub goals I can really think of right now is the drinking karaoke. And that's pretty much. I mean, I kind of want to add one more though, but I can't really think of anything at the top of my head. So, yeah. So I don't know. So far, just still tentative. It's still not like full on confirmed. Well, I figured a drinking stream is probably confirmed, like hard. It's a 100% chance that we'll probably make this the actual. I don't know. Point being, I feel like at least 2 of these 3 goals should be set to go. So but first off, Rosebase, thank you for 100 bits. Yes, indeed, XCX Finger Dave, but also at least 2 of these streams, 2 of these goals, I feel like are probably set. I'll probably have to think about. I'm gonna see if I could try to think about maybe a few other goals in between, like maybe another 1 or 2 goals, but we'll see. And also, I want to see if I could still make the sub goals. I don't know how often I could keep doing this as a monthly sub, setting up monthly sub goals and everything, but I feel like this is a good start, right? So, yeah. But yeah. 48-hour marble stream. If I'm not, well, I don't know about 48 marbles. I'm not against the idea of maybe doing 8 or 12 hours. I feel like that's the most I could theoretically do, all things considering. But even then, I don't know if I would do it for June. But someone might need to remind me of that one. But I mean, on the topic of marbles, I figured I kind of like the community challenge thing, so I was thinking about maybe saying that as a community challenge goal for tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. Well, for the month of June, starting tomorrow. So, but yeah, I was thinking maybe if you guys could crowdfund like every 5 or 10,000 points, we could add like another marbles stream for the month. Because I feel like, because here's the thing, I'm thinking, so here's the thing, sorry, my mind's all over the place. I almost guarantee we'll do at least one marble stream. So I'm thinking maybe if you guys could crowdfund like every 10,000 points, we could probably add another marble stream on top of that. So I don't know. That's the idea I've had, but we'll have to see if it actually goes. We'll have to see if this plan actually works in execution. So yeah. So yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to do more community challenges too, like when you guys crowdfund points, but I can't think of anything beyond marbles at the moment. So, oh, and hey Ginger, how you doing? Welcome in. So, yeah. So at the moment we're just kind of like, so yeah, drinking stream. I'm thinking like 20 subs would probably be sufficient, and karaoke set 50. I'm not expecting I have a few. I'm not expecting people to go full all in on it. So figure it might be a good starting point for sub goals and whatnot for this month. So it's no sub with Don, granted, but it's something to. But I figure it's fun in its own right. So, but yeah, maybe I'll probably provide more detail in the Discord too. So just so you guys can figure out what's up. So, but yeah. Also, I was thinking about. Also, I probably should point out last Monday stream. I had fun. I had a really fun time last Monday with Slug and Starlet and Wacky and everyone else for the Headliners Collab. I had a great time with that. The problem was that when I replayed it on the VOD, I didn't realize just how incredibly jank my stream was. Like where it got bad to the point where like the frame rate literally was probably like it looked like it was in the single digits, and I was kind of annoyed by that. So I was thinking maybe something might be up with my PC, either tech issues or just like I don't know, or it might be in due for an upgrade. Who knows? So. Hey Turtle, welcome in, and you guys once again are giving your hourly. You guys are unfortunately providing me your hourly dose of uppies. Why? This epidemic has gone way too far, guys. It's gone way too far. It's gotten bad to the point where I have to jump into where I could jump into another person's stream that from whose community is probably very does not overlap with mine or anybody else's. And somehow there's at least one person giving me an uppie, sending the uppies email my way. The epidemic is starting to spread. It's becoming an issue. It's becoming a problem. Why must you guys continue to do this to me? Why? Why? Oh well. You don't see it. Spread the fleas, spread the flea. Okay, you guys could spread the fleas. We need more flea. We could use some more fleas in our little humble abode, but I see. See, that's the problem. You guys should not be giving me uppies. I keep telling you guys, I don't need uppies. I'm not against uppies, but guys. I don't like uppies in particular. You guys should not be giving it to me. Do you mean the epidemic? Okay, well, points to you because I actually like that title. Yeah, the epidemic is becoming too much it's becoming too much. The worst case scenario is if it starts popping up in the people like with people that I've clipped, like in the streams who I clip on a regular basis. I mean, it's already kind of popped up in Shimi's stream, and I think even in Bo's stream, I had like at least one person give me an uppies thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's a thing. It's unfortunately a thing, and I still have faith. I still have absolute faith that I can stop this. No matter what I need to do, I will stop this, and I will not, and that's not a promise. I will guarantee you this more than anything else, that I can stop this. Hopefully, maybe. I need someone to send a prayer my way. Just please. You still have faith we will give me. Okay. That's no. We're not doing this. We're not gonna keep doing this. The uppies must end now. Need 6 feet to stop an epidemic. I only see 4. Okay, well, okay, that was a great. Okay, I won't lie. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. So, but yeah, karaoke stream. Yeah, karaoke stream 50 subs. Drinking streams 20 subs. I think David. I mean, I feel like David really just wants to join. Just wants a excuse to drink. So that's why he's kind of up for the idea of joining with me on this idea. So, yeah, this is lovely. And also, epidemic. Also, I might have to slow down my ongoing war on Wacky and the whole BILF thing because as someone pointed out, it really sounds like it really ends up making me sort of look sus its own way as I started to realize. So I might have to slow down on that, unfortunately. You guys can keep calling it. You guys are more than welcome to call Wacky my Wacky BILF. But, yeah. When other people question the lore, and it just sounds like I kind of want it. It's like, oh, that's not good. A British man being an alcoholic, what a novel concept. Yeah. Such a new concept too. It is indeed a new concept. Who in our right minds ever suspected Lord David of being an absolute British drunk? So, I certainly did not. Surely I didn't believe it. So, First time hearing this type of thing, yeah, it's whole new. It's a whole new phenomenon. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what's been compelling this. What compelled this to begin with? You know. So yeah, but yeah, but indeed, it's been a thing. Hmm. I don't know. Must not. I can't say I've ever been too familiar with the UK, but I've always heard always heard about stuff about how it always rains. It never seems like there's never seems to be a sunny day, and like even like in movies and like shows that depict London sometimes like that depict parts of the UK, it always seems like it's gray, like it's always cloudy. So I don't know. I wouldn't know for sure. I can't say I've ever been to the UK though. So that's more, but that's kind of more of a me thing. So, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, where was I again? Yeah, so yeah, going back to tech stuff. I might need to do a few upgrades to my PC. I For a while I kind of thought that maybe I could survive on an RTX 2070 Super, and it does. I mean, it still runs fine as its own, but I think the growing problem is that now that I'm starting to do video editing and streaming on a regular basis, it feels like it's starting to hit its limit. It's really starting to show its age. Like it feels like it's starting to like hit its peak. And I really think I probably should. I feel like I'm kind of due for a kind of need that. It seems like the way things are going. It feels like I kind of need to upgrade, like make a few upgrades, if not fully build an entirely new PC. Worst case scenario. So might need those upgrades to get that feed tracking working while playing. I, I mean, I guess you can't go wrong with realistic feed tracking, but I mean my feet barely move as is. Surprisingly, there's a whole lot of tail physics, but I think we're good in the feet tracking. So, also, side note, I never asked Brooke why she was so keen on making the tail wiggle so much. But you know what? I can't say I complain. So, I can't say I'm not really going to complain about it. So, it'd be what it be. So the trail tracking is so good. Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's full on tracking, but it does wiggle on its own right. But I guess that's realistically how a tail is. Sometimes it just kind of does the thing by itself. So yeah, I guess it'd be what it be. So. Hmm. Also, it probably is kind of a shame I don't really show the full body as often, even though it's like it's pretty much is what it is. It's just a literal long cat. Although although I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a whole lot of questions I have to ask, physics and gravity wise. But no, well, it is what it is. I'm a long cat. I I have this face is stuck on me for all of eternity. I just gotta live with it. But that tail tracking is one problem. And problem is that we can't see it well without giving up. Listen, listen, listen. It's not gonna happen. You guys are going to give me uppies. This is not a thing. It's not going to be a thing. You cannot force me. You cannot just pick me up and expect not to get scratched in the process. It happens. You guys have to accept the fact that you're not gonna get what you want all the time. At least not all the time, So, yeah. No uppies for you is all I'm saying. Never, forever and ever, no uppies. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I could probably just get maybe I should probably start saving money for a better GPU. At least to use that as a bit of a stopgap, for the time being. But that also means I probably need to get a new power supply, and then there's it's just PC building. Back in the days when last I built this was I think around 2020, and it's like, damn, times were way simpler back then. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But between like what happened last stream and like the entire time I was streaming like Spider Man, I was kind of getting annoyed by the frame stutters. Like even as I switched to like a PNG tuber mode for it, it's like, oh, damn it. I don't know. Just like how certain people are kind of like really do not like latency, I really do not like frame stutters. It is the bane of my existence. Like frequent frame stutters, it annoys me so much. Like more than anything else. Even if it's like a purely stream issue, it annoys me so much. So I don't know. I feel like I kind of really need to figure out what the hell is going on there. So, um, oh yeah. Also planning. Also, it's as far as content goes. I was also thinking about ideas for what I could do over on the YouTube channel, and yeah, I mean, I can't say I could complain too much. Like most of the clips I made have been doing all right. I think the one, but I think I am kind of noticing I have been kind of frequently doing more and more Ellie, like a whole lot more Ellie clips than usual though. Which not people aren't going to complain about it. I certainly cannot won't complain about it, but I always usually like doing more variety with my clips. It's like, yeah, as much as I love watching the Ellie streams, I have to kind of do a few other clips too. So I don't I, I don't know why. It seems like I just like even when I want to, it always feels like I always end up falling back to doing Ellie clips. But that might be more of a thing. So that might be more of a me thing. So I gotta say, really love your four. Yeah, I I mean, I felt like it was like. I mean, it's one of those situations where like I don't necessarily need to kind of do a four person POV, but I always like going all the way. Like if I feel like I'm capable of doing it, I definitely am gonna give it a try and see if it, at the very least it works. So yeah, and I'm glad it is working for the most part. People have comments about how good that is, like how good it looks, or how good I've been trying on that, and it's like yeah, I don't know. I think some people just kind of most. I think some people just kind of would rather like not go through the extra effort, but I feel like the extra effort, even if it doesn't do much like financial wise, I feel like it's always worth it the long run. Like if you're willing to put anything extra on top of what you're doing when you're with your works, people are gonna appreciate it. So like at the end of the day, Ellie is funny as fuck. Yeah, Ellie is hilarious. Yeah, and it's obviously one of the obvious reasons why I keep going back to clipping her. But I don't want to always do like Ellie clips all the time, though. I do want to try to do a little bit of variety within the next month, at the very least within the next month. So, but yeah, I love the Tuesday streams. I love balding with the boys. The what they call themselves, and yeah, I don't know. It's basically podcast esque. So it's just four friends talking about like just about anything. And I feel like that's what makes it so good because the like each all four of them brings something interesting to the table, like personality wise, so like Ellie's the smart nerd girl. Shumimi is also, well, Shumimi's more, I mean, Shumimi I guess also is the smart nerd girl too. Bo is like your obviously is the average guy who just who doesn't who I forgot what he provides. Like he's more of a social. He's more of a social extrovert, and yeah, Minnie just provide. And I forgot. Yeah, I would have to go into each detail, but all four of them kind of provide their own like flavor and like interesting flair to the table. So yeah, it's one of the things I love about it more than anything else. So, but yeah. I definitely love doing the multi perspectives. I think it's starting to kind of become a bit of a defining thing in my edits nowadays, especially when it comes to like collabs that involve like two, three, four people in general. So yeah, so I don't know. I like doing it. It does admittedly like take a little more effort, but it's always worth it at the end of the day. Um, yeah. So with that said, I hope part of me kind of hopes they don't keep adding more people because I am noticing I am kind of running out of space to add more people onto the clips. Like imagine if they bring like five more people. Like how am I gonna fit five people into the screen? That's gonna be wild though. That'd be a wild thing to see, admittedly. So also I need to double check. Is the chat working on my end? Because I'm noticing it has not been popping up. Let me check. Okay, never mind. It works. They need to switch games even if they don't play it. If they planned. Yeah, I think this is like the third straight stream where they haven't really even tried to play Baldur's Gate. It's just been all yaps now. Yeah. All four of them are basically professional yappers, so I guess that's to be expected at the end of the day. And but yeah, that was pretty much what happened with that was basically what happened with like with the whole Alien Boat thing, like last year, like they originally started off playing like Fallout 3 together, and then it slowly got phased out to just doing an Alien Bow Tuesday. So I don't know. It feels like this is probably just leaning towards the same path. And I'm thinking Balding with the Boys at this point is just more of it feels like it's just a podcast name at this rate. So, but yeah, it's yeah, you can't go wrong with their streams. There's always something memorable from those Tuesdays streams. So yeah, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah. Well, that said, I am also open to kind of just like spreading it out, just like doing more clips for like other people, like both around the community, maybe even outside of it, So, been thinking about it for a while, and we'll see how it goes from there. At least on that end. Those are some rare time. Those are some rare time. I need to watch the whole VOD. Yeah, because I could clip as much as I can, but at the same time, it feels like there's moments where it's like things are so memorable that there's probably not enough clips that I could put out that demonstrate just how wild like a set stream is. So it's like, yeah, if you guys, it's like some people's streams are just there to like where it takes one clip that kind of defines the whole stream, and then there's like other streams where you kind of need to understand the whole VOD to figure out what the hell was going on. Some people were good at it's like some streamers are kind of known for that. It's like so hey, well, welcome in. But yeah, so it's just one of those things. It's just like, yeah. With Balding with the Boys, I think it was definitely like, it's starting to become more of a thing where like you kind of would need to watch the whole VOD to kind of enjoy what had happened, because topics where they kind of talk about stuff, sometimes they'll kind of call back to it like maybe like 30 minutes or an hour afterwards. So it's like, and if you clip just like a certain part of that, you kind of lose a bit of the context of it. So it's like, oh, so you often just put that in the background while you work, so you might miss something. So it's good you got some. Yeah, there's been a lot of highlights for sure. But they also tend to like, yeah, but they do tend to like also switch topic to topic. So it's like, so there were certain moments where like I couldn't like create like a definitive ending on the clip, so it's like because sometimes they immediately switch over to the next topic sometimes, so it's like, oh shit. But yeah, I don't know. I think I just like, but yeah, I've kind of always liked it though because the Tuesdays because like yeah, and I think Meg said it best. Like it's one of those situations where they could literally talk about the most mundane topic, but they can make it so interesting because of the people because of their personalities. And I think that's what I love about it more than anything else. It's pretty much the defining characteristic of Ellie's clip of like Ellie's streams in general. Like it'd be the most mundane topic, but Ellie, Bo, and like everyone else around her, they know how to make it as entertaining as and as funny as it is. So I don't know. And I think yeah, their personalities definitely really shine for sure. But yeah. Anyways, I know I kind of fell into a tangent on Tuesdays, but yeah, I do love talking about it a lot. So I do love clipping them. So yeah, no complaints there. Ba 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 ba. Only Ellie can take something like eating spaghetti. Yeah, and then her casually talking about breaking and entering like it's a normal thing for people to do. That's it's so wild. It's wild sometimes. I think it's one of the things. It's definitely one of the things I love about Ellie's streams and about Ellie Mae about the person in general. So yeah, you really can't go wrong with it. Like definitely defining as is. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I might. So I was thinking, but yeah, I kind of forgot my train of thought again. So I guess going back to what I was saying before. Yeah, I think I don't know, been kind of interested in doing more clips for like of other streamers too. I would kind of, I mean, that's assuming I could do more clips. It feels like now, it does feel like because like of my current job situation, it has been kind of restricting me to the point where I cannot like do as much as I would love, like do as many clips as I would like because like when it's a job that you're just getting dead ass tired of doing, like you just don't feel as motivated by the time you come back from work. And I feel like I'm kind of at that point. It's like it's starting to get annoying now. So it's like I don't know. I have to do something about that on my end though. So, but yeah, I would love to. I would love to definitely do more clips in general. Like at least on like on a weekly basis. Like more than just like maybe two. Because I think nowadays I kind of only do like maybe two, like at least like one or two clips a day, and most of it's because I'm like dead ass tired half the time. So, but yeah, I probably should do something to fix about that at the very least. So, but yeah, worst case scenario, I could always probably just quit my job and just do something else for a living. But that is what it is. Um, but yeah, sorry. That was kind of more of a me grievance, personal grievance on my end. So it's like, um, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, I might. So I'm probably gonna try to experiment a little more on the clipping end of things and with streams. I don't know. Well, I'll probably I'm thinking about doing like maybe a few more variety type streams. I like as far as collabs go. Oh, I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna probably have to put in more of an effort to guys start talking to other people, see if they're interested in doing collabs. Um, yeah, because most of the collabs that I've been partaking in the last minutes, mostly because other people have kind of reached out to me about it. But I haven't actually done like anything to kind of reach out on my ends, unless it's like a playthrough that we're continuing on and whatnot. So, um, yeah, I definitely have. I don't know. I think maybe part of the issue with that is just because I kind of don't approach people as much. Like most of the time, like I don't know why. I never. I guess I never like bothering people, but at the same time, when it comes to collabs, you kind of need to kind of like reach out to people, obviously. So yeah, but that said, I'm definitely gonna have to try to put more of an effort to kind of reach out to people. So and then see what happens from there because not because no one's gonna Because some people might, because I think as is with most social situations, you kind of, other people probably will also feel the same way, where they don't want to like bother people, so nobody ends up reaching out to each other, and that, yeah, obviously that creates like a missed opportunity for in most of these cases. So it's like, oh, yeah. So I don't know. I am interested in doing more collabs, so I was like, I could definitely probably. So I'll probably ask around and I'll see what I can get from it. Mhm. 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 So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. As far as like content and other stuff. Could what could I do is the question. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, quick recap. Yeah, so far I only have two sub goals in mind. Drinking stream I feel like is all of uncertainty. You could always sing CPR. Okay, well, you guys are really gonna try and get me to sing CPR. It's the fact that this song even exists is the fact that this exists in the plane for anyone with viable hearing to hear. It's insane. So or you can make your own rendition of Bo Z rap. Oh my. Well, if we're being honest, I might be more keen to that idea, but I also am not someone that can rap. I cannot spit bars. I can't. I definitely can't. It can't do a good freestyle. But but I could be wrong. You never know. Also, hi, good day. What are we making? We're not making anything particular. We're just trying to figure out some goals, figure out some plans on what for next month, for June technically, for tomorrow technically. Probably it's today for some of you guys, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, current idea. So yeah, the only confirmed set plans right now is drinking and probably karaoke stream at 50 subs for the month of June. For the month of June though. So, oops, sorry. So, and also I guess I do worry about saying this out there because I know some of you guys are what. Not even some of you. I know all you guys are wild enough to try to crowdfund 20 subs or 50 subs. It's part of me was really tempted to set this at 100, or 150, but I don't think you guys. I don't think you guys want. But at the same time, I would have felt guilty because you guys would probably would have spent so much money just to hear me sing sing a subpar performance. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. Something like 50 probably. I feel like 50 is probably feasible. So, you know. Also, sorry, thought I got pinged for a second. There we go. But yeah, can't say much at this rate, right? So, sorry, let me double check something real quick. Okay, we're good. But yeah, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much his content as far as content goes. Hmm. I'm I'm definitely gonna need to buy some more tech related stuff. GPU might be a bit of a stretch, but I might as well start saving on that end. 100 subs, marriage. We no. We cannot. I don't know about that. Also, I also feel like we haven't done enough stuff. Like, I also don't think we can do enough stuff. We haven't done enough stuff to kind of warrant that. So, oh, Underfire, thank you for the care package. So, yeah, but that's a hard deal. But yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I feel very reluctant to point this out because half of what I put because half of the stuff that I put in the sets, I don't know. You know what? I'll just show it to you guys. So don't ask me why I added this, but because half the stuff that I put in here are basically joke items. But I do officially have a throne, and that was mostly because all my other friends have gotten thrones too, and they put their own weird. They have put their own interesting weird stuff there too. So it's like, oh, Mr. Too Brainless, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, I do. But yeah, I do have the throne. There's a command for it. Don't ask me why I put said stuff in there. It just is what it is. So yeah, and as always, you guys are not obligated to buy it. Because for example, I know you guys don't have 20K to send stuff, but you know it happens. So it's time for cursed drone suggestions, is what I'm hearing. Okay, well, to be fair, half the stuff I put in there are already cursed to begin with. Like for example, one of the items in there was literally an eBay listing for the 2011 Nike Mags, which is aka the Back to the Future shoes, and that costs like 20K. I know you guys are not gonna do that, so I would not let you guys do that, even if you guys had the money for it. So yeah, half of the stuff in there is for jokes, but there are a few good news. There are a few stuff that I probably would need, like the Stream Deck, you know, or a whole collection of cream savers, candy. I feel like that's definitely a necessary need. Although PNG do make a good, although PNG did give me an idea though. Maybe I should add curse. Maybe I should have a stream where you guys just give me the most cursed drone suggestions, and I just read on stream or something. You know, I feel like I know Brooks done it, but I feel like I could do it too. So, but yeah, to be fair though, I feel like the drone suggestion stream. Yeah, but I also feel like I would definitely need to remind you guys to send me some really cursed drone ideas. If you check out some of the drone, like some of my other friends' drones, they have put some weird wild shit in there too. Um, for example, Soren has a listing for an actual yacht, an actual fighter jet, and an airsoft Glock pistol, which is wild. They kind of put all that in the drone to begin with, but apparently you can. So, which is wild, and that surprised the hell out of me because, like, yeah, you could literally put like a fire. You could put an actual vehicle, or you could put like an actual yacht in there for like for like over what 300 400,000 K. I would not complain about yacht personally, but I also don't live near, and this will probably also technically narrow my location, but I also do not live nearby an ocean or a river or well not a river or a lake of any kind. So I I don't know what the hell I would do if you guys sent me a yacht and I have no idea what to do with said yacht. So you made a suggestion. Oh, okay. I'll see it. I'm gonna see it. Wait. Sorry, just checking through right now. Hold on 1 second. Well, I'm not gonna lie, PNG. I don't hate it, but I also don't like the implications of this. Let me show you guys. I feel like I should probably show you guys. Um, I don't like I don't like the implications, but I don't necessarily hate it. Okay. I can't believe we're reading this. A Real Scooper Pro automatic litter refill self cleaning. What is this? Oh, that might also read. Sorry, that might. Sorry, that. Okay, sorry. I cannot show that. I can't show the Amazon page because that technically doxes me. So we'll probably have to re-edit that out. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. The auto. Okay, PNG. Listen, the auto scooper. Okay, if I had a cat, I probably would ironically add this on there. But on the other hand, I do have some wild suggestions on round to begin with. So you know what? So listen. Tell you what, PNG. I'm just gonna accept this. I don't have any other. Not that I really have much of a choice. You can open the links in the incognito tag. Okay. Well. All right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Let me do that then. Ba-ba, ba-ba. All right. Okay. So it's been added. Let's try this again. Uh, Let me move OBS to the side. If it will let me move to the side. And there we go. Why does this conversation look so auspicious? It's not that auspicious, X. It's just that it's just some very questionable stuff on Throne. Hmm. Oh wait, sorry. That was still on my regular browser. Hold on one sec. Uh, oh wait, does it not work on incognito mode? Oh, shit. Okay. Wait, does it? Wait, hold on a sec. There we go. That is indeed one expensive litter box. I want to make sure. Okay. Real Scooper Pro automatic litter refill self cleaning cat litter box. AI self refilling robot with auto scoop. A 5G Wi Fi phone app control. Anti pitch sensors. Space saving / max capacity of 80 liters. I mean, listen. If I had a cat, they probably would appreciate this. Probably, maybe. Sorry for the most expensive. Well, this. I mean, for $687 that better be the best damn litter refill self clean. That's better be the best damn litter box. It's also publications of cats getting trapped. Oh my god. Yeah, it is a bit of a concern. Thankfully, I do not have a cat though, so we're okay. We're okay in that regard. Wait, let me myself over there. But yeah, I do. So yeah, I do have a throne, but probably don't take half of the stuff I put in there seriously. Why would cat need another cat? Yeah, that's true. How long would it be? I mean, listen, it might take a little bit of squeezing and pushing in between, but I can fit. You know, like it's fine. It's fine, X. I'd be fine. Probably, maybe. With that said, if I do get trapped, you guys know exactly what happened. So, it be what it be. But yeah, I have a throne, but probably don't take half of the stuff here seriously. Yeah, like I don't expect you guys to pay me send 20K my way to pay for these Marty McFly shoes from Back to the Future, or even paying me $10 for a box of Bisquick. I don't expect you guys to do that. If you guys do that, I don't know what to say. You guys probably should better spend that money elsewhere. So, it is what it is. Anyways. Anyways, 3-minute ad break is on. So I'm gonna grab another bottle. I'm gonna grab a bottle of water, and I will be back real quick. I will be back in a jiffy. So, you know how I usually do this because I don't have a be right back screen. So I'm just gonna stare at you menacingly. So 9 ads? Yeah. That sounds like Twitch, alright. So, yeah. Apologies, X, and apologies to anybody else. But, yeah. I'm going to grab a drink. I will be right back. And, yeah. So, in the meantime, stare at these pretty eyes. Thank you for the follow, Outlaw Joe. Thank you. Welcome in. Sorry, I just saw that fall, so but yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm back. Um, Zoom out real quick. There we go. Way too far, but yeah. So yeah, so that was pretty much it as far as the apping goes. I think we have most of what we got set. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This week, so yeah, I wasn't able to put out much of a schedule this week. Work sucks. And yeah, I'll definitely try to have. I'll probably have a more consistent schedule for next week. Hopefully, maybe. Here's hoping. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. So, um, I don't know. Like if you guys, I guess we could probably start playing Crash. Um, so yeah. Oh yeah, actually, no. I almost forgot something else. Yeah, editing streams. So yeah, a number. I guess more people have been asking for it, so we'll probably give it another try at some point next week. I'm not sure what I'll be editing specifically. It'll depend on what happens, but yeah, I'm not. But yeah, I do kind of want to give it a try. But if I do it, I think it might probably be like a late night stream or something. So yeah, yeah, I'm willing to give it another go, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, that's about it on my end. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let me. And also I swear if Crash if the Insane trilogy somehow does not work because of the fact that because of whatever reason I'm gonna be really annoyed more than anything else. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, let me swap over. I know you guys, as you guys watch my completely cursed throne items, and yeah, let's switch over to game capture. Uh, Also, got to turn off the music, turn off everything. There we go. Okay, I think Sorry, still trying to set this up. There we go. Alright. So if you guys know, I obviously played the first game. First game was fun, decent, but it definitely was not the type of game I grew up playing. I was definitely more of a 2 and 3 type of enjoyer more than anything else. There's a whole lot better content coming from that. So let me. There we go. Yeah. So new game, and then yeah, we should probably be on it. But yeah, for the few that are still new here, yeah, I absolutely love Crash. Such the series alone is one of my favorite childhood games. So much. Crystals. 1 year later. So undeniably yellow. Ba 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 ba. If I recall, Coco was originally voiced by the same person that voices Jimmy Neutron, right? Because it's so. Or am I confusing that with somebody else? If I could swear, but yeah, I don't know. But I was definitely more. But yeah, definitely grew up more of a Crash 3 type of person. There we go. Yeah. Like they had so many moves. Like they introduced like the whole level system. Or, I mean, first game definitely had a level system, but this was definitely a much better one with the warps and everything. So yeah, I loved it. That's right. That we shall. I think the only Crash game I played when I was younger was one of those racing. Oh yeah, Crash. It was either, it was I think it was Crash Team Racing. Yeah, the racing games were pretty fun in its own right too. I think, yeah, I think it was Crash Team Racing, but yeah, definitely was. It was. I mean, it was like an. It was definitely took obvious cues from like Mario Kart, but yeah, no, Crash was fun in its own right. So. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wait. Yeah. Also, I think I remember there was a. Also, if I remember, I think this level in order there's a blue gem they kind of have to get for this level, but I think you have to kind of. I think. I think you have to not grab a single block, if I recall. I think. I could be wrong. Also, I'm realizing, wasn't my Discord audio? Oh my god. My Discord audio was completely off the whole time. I keep forgetting about stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know why. I've just been getting completely worse on like maintaining stream and whatnot. So, oh well. There we go. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's a good start. Yeah. Still remember enough to know about the slide and dash or the slide jump. There we go. There we go. Alright. Also, the music was absolutely awesome, too. Oh. Hi, truck. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, Catboy Shinstone. Well, indeed, the Catboy has arrived. The Catboy be vibing today, so. Oh, hey, Soren. Welcome in. Welcome in. There we go. We got it. No. Oh my god. Another cat. I've been called a cat boy again. Why must you do this to me? No, I'm good. Okay. Just making the morning rounds while you lay in bed. Damn. Well, I mean, I hope you're resting well, Soren. Oh, there we go. Everyone's streaming. Well, it was a good day to. I mean, it's a good day to do so now. Also, I know you guys are just popping in, but yeah. So, yeah. So far, I got like 2 official June sub goals set for June. I'll probably show you guys in probably after I get through this level. So, got that. Oh wait, yeah. What's up, Summer? You check DMs. You got David sus for me? Okay, I need to see it. No, I have to see this. Wait, I gotta see this. Come on. Come on, Crash. There we go.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world.
I'll check the DMs after
the
this
crystals are the only
cutscene.
means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Alright.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
I'm here. Okay, wait. Let me see this. I gotta see. Alright, Soren, wait. I kind of want to show this on stream. I mean, I don't think David's around. I think he still sleeps. I do it. Just okay, fine. I'll do it. Hold on. Let me switch back. Let me switch back to the bedroom real quick. Download this. I mean, technically, I guess it could show on Discord too, but oh well. Oh wait, Shamimi stream right now. Well, damn. Okay, wait, I gotta see this. Or actually, I gotta show you this. Hold on one sec. I'm so scuffed. All right. Where is everything? Yeah, it's up to date. Okay, so literally just today. Damn. Okay. Wait, we'll show. Also, I'm kind of afraid to resize this because the last time I did this, OBS crashed. But you know what? Fuck it, we'll do it. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, very interesting choice words from said David. You need the Scrab OBS plugin lets you take screenshots and damn. Yeah, that it's been doing that for me lately, pretty badly too. So. Oh my god, David is usually. Well, I want to say David's usually more subtle with him when it comes to him being down bad, but yeah, that's pretty much about on the nose as you can get. Not even on the nose. This is about as subtle as a brick to the face. Oh my god. Well, Soren. First off, thank you for your contribution. This will be incredibly useful. This will be so incredibly useful. And second of all, yeah, very much so. I appreciate Soren. I knew you were one of my favorites. So, with that said, also, I didn't I mean, I kind of figured. Oh, actually, first of all, I didn't realize Shimimi was gonna bring back Cousin Mimi once again, but damn, it did bring out the worst in David. That's for sure. the worst for him, best for me, best for us. So, okay. Okay, so if I recall, the blue gem I think you have to get by. He does love he loves e-girls. He also loves goth girls that want to murder him. So, he's got a very particular taste if nothing else. But yeah. Oh shit. Did I mean? Okay, wait. Did I mean to grab the timer? But yeah. Have a good lurk, Soren. But yeah, yeah. If I recall, I think this, in order to get the blue gem, wait, shit. Actually, okay, never mind. I forgot. So to get the blue gem, you're supposed to kind of not get a single box, if I recall. So which means I have to restart and yeah, just not touch a single box. You really like the old PlayStation games? It was definitely one of my future. It was definitely my childhood. At least a part of my childhood. Grew up with the PS2. Didn't have the PS1, so. But obviously, because of the backwards compatibility, like I would, I was able to play PS1 games no problem. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty much grew like. I think ever since I was 7 or 8, I kind of just grew up with them. So, and I mean, even now, some of my favorite games are like games from like 20 plus years ago, you know? So, oh, why am I annoying the boxes? Because so this level, in order to get the blue, there's a blue gem for me to get, but in order to get it, I can't touch a single box. So, and somehow that hit a box for some reason. Okay, well that didn't go well. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the idea. He can't hit a single box. That's in order to get the blue gem. Yeah. It's one of those like mini secrets that comes with like Crash Bandicoot that made me like love the game to begin with. So, yeah. So definitely not going for boxes here. It's intentional. It's completely intentional. So, yeah. Yeah, so just gotta ignore outright, and then yeah, should be good. Well, yeah, so just gotta cruise through no issue, and then yeah, should be good. There we go. There we go. Don't touch the spiky radioactive turtles, and then yeah, we're good. All right. So, bit of a more boring run, but it's the only other way to get the blue gem. So, there we go. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was kind of the original idea for Saturday streams. I was just gonna play a childhood game, like some of my favorite childhood games, for Saturdays. That was the idea, at least. Of course, not everything goes into plan, though. Things can always change. Very based, yeah. I mean, if there was... Sorry, let me get through this first.
As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world
Play
is
Marvels?
truly your
Yeah.
concern,
Marvels is...
gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex.
The face expressions are so good with this one.
Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Love Nitrous Burrito so much. But yeah, it's probably not gonna do you guys some of you addicts a favor, but yeah, I think Marvels is pretty much guaranteed with my streams, and I'm guaranteed to do at least one Marvel stream for June. Who was that guy? That was Nitrous Burrito. He was one of the bosses from the first game that somehow is reformed and wants to try to collect all the all 42 clear gems instead of crystals. Yeah, so it's a bit of a subplot for that. He used to be hooked on Sly Cooper and Jack. Oh shit, Jack and Dexter back. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like kind of the whole premise for like the Saturday streams. I kind of miss. I think the one thing that I feel like most kids nowadays kind of miss, like don't have nowadays, is that Saturday morning feeling, you know? Like when you grow up as a kid, like, or at least when I grew up as a kid, like Saturday, like weekend mornings, especially Saturdays, used to be really special, you know? Like you didn't have to worry about adult life, and like, you know, you just go down, like you go to your nearest TV, play a few games, or watch Saturday morning cartoons, and yeah. I don't know. I haven't really looked it up as much, but the way current like cartoon channels or kid shows and whatnot, I feel like nowadays they don't provide that same feeling, or at least that's how I see it. So yeah, because nowadays kids have internet, they have like, well, I mean the internet still kind of didn't really quell away from the Saturday morning feel, but now that they have like access to YouTube, they have access to like other stuff, it doesn't have that same special feeling as much, personally speaking. Like I think kids kind of missed. I feel like today's kids definitely missed on a good thing. So, or at least a special time. So, yeah, now they just iPad kids. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know. I guess part of this is basically me trying to like sort of emulate that. It's not quite the same, but it's the closest I could do. And they're iPad kids. They watch your favorite TikTok shorts and all that. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I don't know. This is probably like a bit of an ulge moment, but there were certain things back then that well, that's nice. There were, TikTok definitely is. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't discourage the ADHD effect, but yeah. But yeah, nowadays kids just kind of have TikTok. They have YouTube. They just have stuff that just is like, I mean, to each their own, I guess. But it's like, yeah, and it's definitely a bit of an ulge moment on my end. But it's like, yeah, they definitely kind of missed out. I feel like they definitely missed out on a good thing back then. Yeah. The skivvy toilet, yeah. The Gen Alpha kids, basically. So. And also even then, like today's like, I mean, games are games, You like them, you don't, you don't. But when it comes to like cartoon shows, I feel like it definitely doesn't have the same feel to me. Or at least compared to the shows I used to watch, so. I don't know. But yeah, point being, it used to be kind of time where like Saturday morning sort of felt special, I guess. So it's like I didn't have, and nowadays it doesn't really have that same effect. So YouTube videos are less bad because videos are longer, both TikTok and YouTube shorts. They're always shady topic. Yeah. A lot going on like from the when it comes to shorts in general. So, and it is the case where it's like you're not. How do I best describe it? It's like I don't know. Like there's so much going on in a short. Like you don't really have that. Like you're kind of required to literally check like every single moment, every second. It's like. Yeah, it is one of those things where I feel like TikTok. It's one of those things that TikTok definitely does not have. Like, kind of came in at a worse time. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I guess this is more just me being like, oh, remember the good old days. Yeah, but I did miss those good old days. Yeah, at least this part, the Saturday morning feeling, because it's like, yeah. Definitely, I mean, today's kids definitely don't have it, so. There we go. But yeah. Anyways, that was probably partially me ranting, but But yeah. It's definitely was like one of those moments where like definitely don't appreciate it until like it's completely gone, So it's like, damn. Alright. You can still make it. Oh shit! I forgot there was a timer on this one too. So yeah, there's a timer on this one. I forgot. If you if you get it before the time runs out, you'll be able to get a gem. So I have to be quick about this. Alright, I'll get to you guys' comments in a little bit. I think it's the region. There we go. Oh, my favorite parts, I don't know, and also my favorite parts, I don't necessarily have to redo this. I think I could just technically die and just like, and then get the other gems, so it's all good. Yeah, we're okay. Truth is, every generation thinks that the new generation's cursed and thus it fails. So I'm try to talk for. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, our generations before us, they think we're ruining it. We think the next generation's yeah, it's a cycle of life type of deal. Also, Alex, welcome in. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but in this instance, it's just like, yeah, me missing that Saturday morning feeling, just like reliving it somehow. At least that's the premise for my Saturday streams, at least, for the most part. There we go. So yeah, hidden platform. But yeah, sorry, let me get this. Oh shit. Like, for example, like, you know, I definitely loved Crash growing up. It's like, it's me definitely trying to relive it somehow. And broke once again. Well, you had a good. Oh. Well, you had a good run. You had a good run, Alex. I like Spyro. Yeah, Spyro's fun. And we'll get through their game at some point, so. There we go. Missed it. Also, have a good lurk, Alex. Here we go. It also means that this thing is so precious to us that it's so cursed to the older generations that didn't grow with it. Yeah, it's definitely an ongoing. It's definitely a cycle. So yeah, I would probably never understand why so many people are into TikTok vids, but you know, that's definitely more of a me thing. So and I mean the kids, like they're the kids went, but sorry, mixing the words. But by the time those kids grow up, like, and they see kids doing something weird, some other weird trend, that's like, yeah, they're gonna start thinking the same thing. So, yeah, it is a cycle. That's for sure. Anything at that point, we would probably just be like, whatever. So. I like when you headbutt a rich dude for a limited. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll relive that moment for sure because I think that was in Spiral 3. So, yeah. Well, with that said, I think I mean this probably doesn't have the same feeling because it's technically not the original game. It's like remakes, but oh well, it's close enough.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
What was I? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Just make sure. Completely. I don't know what. I don't know how I completely lost track of what level we're on, but oh well. That memory lives rent free. Yeah, forever and ever. So he's besties with the doctor. So the guy that we just talked to was Neocortex. He's basically the main baddie. He's the main antagonist. He's trying to feign some sort of he's trying to feign the idea that he needs help from Crash. Even though the intro movie more or less tells you that he has not changed his ways. But yeah, he's basically the main baddie for the series. So yeah, right now we're just trying to get all the crystals. I mean, it's not much of a twist. I mean, think about it now, it's not really much of a twist if it's like the game already tells you right away that he has not changed his ways. But you know, in Crash's point of view, we're led to believe that he is seemingly reformed and needs our help. So yeah, so basically Cortex needs the crystals for whatever in order to feel whatever evil plan he had in mind, but he can't do it by himself. So he more or less is asking Crash to kind of help him grab the crystals for him, under some belief that he's trying to save the world or something. So yeah, so that's the idea at least. But the problem is like you kind of know from the beginning that that's not the case. So why are you killing them? Because they're not real true to listen. They're not true Turtles. Like with the real Vettel incorporating buzzsaws on the shell, you know, it is what it is. You know. Also, by the way, what makes this level annoying is that this level basically splits two ways before reconnecting, and the problem is because part of what makes this game great is that you can get 100%. Is trying to get 100%. What makes this game actually annoying is the fact that you kind of need to backtrack in order to, and the camera is so annoying on this one because like you don't really know what to expect right in front of you. So there we go. Hop on 2R. We mean, yeah, classic Toodles, classic abandoned archive moment. Are they paid actors? I want to say they're paid actors, but Mel's not really someone that generally pays people in general. At least the impression I get from him running Vettel AI. So you get 100%. So basically, in order to get 100% of the game, you basically just have to get all the crystals, all the gems. I don't think we need relics, which is part of the time trials. Like, nah, I think we just need for this game in particular, we definitely just need crystals and gems. So, yeah, simple enough. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the Hop on Abandoned Archive, on my channel. I think Spiral added that one. So, I kind of forgot I had that. Well, there we go. Question is if you did it before. I did before on the original games, though. That's the thing. Like the original games more or less have the same idea, so. But not with the Insane Trilogy, like the remakes or the remasters. So, yeah, this will be a first attempt. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna have to backtrack because gotta unlock that, and then there were some boxes back there, so that's why I didn't jump on all of them right away. There we go. Ah, of course. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, I mean, with Crash, the games are... I mean, obviously, because Crash is more or less a kid's game, like, it gives you a lot of leeway. They give you a lot... Like, you can get a lot of lives right away. What makes it annoying, though, is the fact that... I mean, it's what makes you dying even worse, because, like, half is definitely gonna be on you. Like, this game's not that ridiculously hard, but... Like, any of the deaths I have is always going to be from human error, more than anything else. So. There we go. I think more than A than the absolute bane in the Crash games for me is definitely just me falling non-stop. You know? Like, me absolutely falling to my death, non-stop. There we go. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's get going. Get these moles out of the way. Okay. Yeah. My mistake on that one. So yeah. I don't know. It's like childhood games are like designed for kids. It comes and goes, but yeah. I don't know. Crash is still one of my favorites because, like, even as an adult, you know, can't go wrong with it. Hey. And it's got a whole lot of secrets, like, on how to get gems and everything, so I always love that more than anything else. Vettel got you. I mean, listen. I mean, with a real Vettel, please stand up. Alright, so the rest of the levels should be straightforward. Do your dance. There we go. Music is also absolutely great. Oh wait. Uh-oh. Let me guess. Yep. Just run. Simple enough. Completely forgot to grab the Wumpa fruits. Avoid that by all means. Yeah, pretty straightforward level for the most part. But don't. There we go. Okay. Okay, then are we safe? We're safe. Okay. Yeah, we're safe. Yo, so you died because of latency, right? I'm gonna fix this, but I'm busy with V3. Yeah, that I could hear his voice. I could sort of hear his voice when he says that too. That's not. I'm just gonna blame this on streamer debuff. I feel like I talk about streamer debuff. I feel like generally we play worse over streaming for some reason. Also, Ileana will come in. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Simple enough. Easy. First try. Definitely first try. Not deal with any of that. Oh shit. Okay. I expect the V2 to be able to count to 5. Yeah, the stat. I mean. Oh shit. Can't deal with it now. There we go. I expect the V2 to be able to count. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the amount of times I see VTuber not count to 5, or not even be able to figure out math in general. Very concerning. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so, okay, so we're on to our first boss, Ripperoo. We got this right away, so it's easy. I'm sure it's easy, probably it's easy, who knows. Hey. Just gotta not deal with any of this. There we go. Just don't get hit by the explosion. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Also, nice throw. River's got pretty decent throw. Very Bob Ross-esque. Ah. Okay, well, okay. We're not crashing out this early. That's not the point. We're not gonna crash out this early. Alright, come on. Okay. Come on. Crash again. Crash gate. Impossible. Yeah, well. There we go. There we go. All right. So I definitely probably should probably have to time this one. There we go. Crash Bandicoot. Hey, Starlet, what's good? There we go. Got it. But yeah, Starlight, hope you've been well. Yeah, enjoy some nice Crash Bandicoot too. You know, way too early to crash out. If I'm crashing out this early, we're not in for we're not in for a good time. If that's for the rest of the stream, I promise you. Also, I've noticed my Discord pings are on.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered. 20 to be exact.
When they crash out when?
Shortly, all 13 of them. And this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
Classic. Is he trustworthy? Is he not? Also, hello, Coco. There we go. Also, but yeah. I don't know. I'll probably crash out at some point. If I crash out on Crash Bandicoot of all things, that's how I know I definitely have lost my... That's how I know completely lost my way at this rate. Coco with 2 C's. Not the monkey. Not the... Because spam vertical bar. Not that I really need to. I mean, literally. I mean, come on. We do love the vertical bar in this household. I mean, hell, it's literally on my Clips channel. Since the 312 vertical bar creative. So. Let's go. AV3, yeah. Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. Do 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 do. Not dealing with these porcupines. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. No. Get back up there. There we go. Oh, sorry. I looked away for a second. I've seen your latest videos about Ellie in some sense of Ercad. Yeah, so the doctor thing, I'm not gonna lie, the clip about doctor was probably the most divisive Ellie clip that I've had so far. Like, there was a pretty decent number of dislikes because I think her take, I think most people did not most people, I think some people didn't really like agree with her take in that matter. And I think one person commented that was because like I think people thought she was just talking about all doctors when she was making it clear she kind of was just talking about general practitioners, like the type of doctors that you go for a checkup to. I think so. It's like, oh, yeah. So the doctors one, yeah, definitely was definitely the most divisive. Like it was probably like the most polarizing one yet. So, yeah. Oop. Don't. Oh no. Well, I was definitely, yeah. Honestly, truth be told, I was really I was a bit hesitant when I was like about whether or not to actually upload that part, but I kind of figured because I kind of went forward with that because I kind of assumed there was at least gonna be a good, like, some people that would actually agree with the sentiment. And, you know, there was, but, you know. I know she doesn't mean because I'll know about her, Divergent, other people. Yeah, because some people do have doctor backgrounds, and some people will probably take, like, a few people did take noble offense to that, and it's like, oh, you know. Some doctors do. Like Ellie, but the only time you talk, you got to an argument. Yeah. No, Ellie, I mean, credit to Ellie, most of the time she is firm on her beliefs. Like, if it's like she believes in, she's going to, like, stick with it, you know? So, but yeah. But I think, I don't know, I think half of it is because, like, yeah, I mean, I kind of get her point to a degree, but I also but yeah, people didn't, but the amount of comments that Kai said, like, they thought it was like a bad take, or just like, you know, they didn't agree, you know, it was like, oh, but, yeah, but yeah, definitely the most divisive clip. It's probably like the most, like, it's not often to really talk about dislikes because I don't really care too much about the dislikes. Whenever I get dislikes on a clip, usually it's like, regardless if you like it or not, you watch the clip. You know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But it's like, you know. But it was probably like the most. Well, there was like a significant number of dislikes from that. Well, I was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really regret. But without all that being said, I don't really regret it. Like putting it out there too, because it's like, you know, like. I don't know why. I think I just kind of like hearing people's takes on stuff, like from the comment section. And this was definitely like one of those spicy takes that I know people are gonna either agree or disagree on. Yeah. Make it toe down on the miniature. Like Ellie talks about bad experience. Yeah, I think admittedly I think part of that was probably on me because it's like. When you hear the title Ellie Rants on Doctors, it's like, yeah, that does sound like she's just racking against all doctors. When she was obviously, because I kind of figured if you watch the clip, she was talking specifically about general physicians, or practitioners or whatever you want to call them. But it's like, yeah. But they come out. Oh, it's like, oh, Ellie Rants on Doctors. So I think that was probably more. Yeah, I think wording does, on the title or anything does kind of play a big factor, and yeah, I think that was probably. I think I wouldn't be surprised if part of the reason was because of that. So, I'll think about the title. I'll think about whether I should correct the title change. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, I feel like a good chunk of the audience did indeed like watch most of the clip in its entirety, so it's like, and there are some people that do kind of agree with Ellie's sentiment on it. So I don't know. It's definitely, but the whole thing with doctors was definitely a very divisive. It was definitely a divisive topic for sure. So. As for the lockpicking thing, as for the topic of lockpicking and breaking and entering, I mean, I don't know. I like it because Ellie's just, mostly because Ellie was talking so casual about it. Like, it just comes across as very funny considering the whole nature of breaking and entering in general. So it's like, I don't know. I just liked how that topic came about. So. Yeah, but yeah, maybe I should probably change. Should probably maybe at least change the title so it doesn't sound as like abrasive, you know. So, because at the end of the day, like whether or not people agreed with Ellie's opinion or not, it's still an opinion, you know. Like you are kind of entitled to the opinion that's to your own opinions. And it's like, oh, okay. So, oh shit, 3-minute ad break. Okay. Also, Starla, if you're here, I was kind of curious. What did you and Ellie argue about? If you don't mind me asking. If you're still here, to ask Starla. Oh, 10 ads. Lovely. Here's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I'm assuming if I get the check mark at first, I should be able to save the death platform, because if you die like after, and then if you die at some point during the check mark, like you basically won't be able to re-access again. So, damn it. Yeah, 10 ads is ridiculously too much. Bam, 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 bam. And also, probably going back to the doctors thing. Hey. There we go. I'll probably talk to you once you guys are back from that hell. So we grab that and then we just get back down. Cells doing the same thing and staying in your comfort zone can make you stagnate. You have to push yourself and sometimes practice first. Oh yeah. Alright, because I think in the context of music, Ellie's been kind of always adamant against the idea of like practicing. Like, I think I even did a clip about it like a year ago, but yeah, she's kind of always been adamant on it. Oops. My bad. But yeah, she's but yeah. I mean, I do kind of agree with the idea of staying, like, not staying in your comfort zone for too much, because after a while, it is, at least in terms of video editing, in my case, you could definitely stagnate after a while. I mean, granted, you could rest on your laurels and just like do the same thing for like years on end, but I don't know. For me, you definitely need, like, I could definitely improve on my end, that's for sure. I feel like that applies to Dare, but I think in Ellie's case, like, if she's you're talking about music with her and practicing, I don't think she necessarily agrees with it. I could be wrong. Damn it. Let me try to reach it. Okay, there we go. Gotta get all these. No. Well, damn it. But oh yeah, by the way, going back to the doctor thing. Shit. Okay, we're not on the crashing out face yet. We're good. But yeah, going back to the doctor thing. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Ellie was also Ellie kind of also made it clear that she didn't take her meds that stream, so she was admittedly being like more spicier. Or she was delivering more spicier takes than usual in that one too. So, like, I mean, it's not gonna change. Obviously, it wouldn't change her opinion on certain things, but it's like she was definitely gonna be more like clear on that. So. I enjoy practicing for the sake of improving. That's inherently boring. Yeah, I mean, I think half of the argument, if I were to guess, I think half of the argument is just like how you define practice. Like, if you see practice as like, I mean, if you see practice like the way you see it, Starlet, it's like, then yeah, one should practice in that scenario. But I think if you see, but I guess other people kind of see practice as like being needless if you do what you do. I don't know. I would have to look more into that whole ordeal, but oh, sorry. Wait, I know there was a secret with this one. Yep, there we go. Thank you. All right. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, Ellie's could I definitely have seen enough streams to know that Ellie has had certain opinions that others will probably not will agree on, but you know, it is what it is. Like, people are entitled to their own opinions at the end of the day, so. And yeah. I will probably admit though, it was definitely, The doctor clip was probably like one of the few times where I was like, where I kind of paused for a second. I was like, oh. Oh, people definitely had like, oh, people definitely had their own opinions on it. Like, if you know what I mean, so. Oh, simple is as simple as. I won't want to try to explain her gameplay because I don't 100% say something wrong. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. Wait. Let me just get through this level real quick. Yeah. And I can't really say because, like, yeah, I'm probably more or less in the same boat. Because even if I say it, like, point by point, I probably would say it's like that. May not be entirely correct. So, yeah. Think we're good? Okay. We got it. But yeah, last Sunday's stream with Ellie, that was definitely a stream. Like it's a pretty good stream. A lot of interesting takes, but definitely enjoyed it regardless. So. Whoops. Whatever works for, yeah, at the end of the day. So. Well, like, me doing what I do, I would not judge anybody on what they do or their life choices. Oh shit. No. Nope. That's nice. Yeah, definitely died a lot more than I expected, if we're being honest. There was another funny moment from like a week ago where I was talking about like her time as a cashier. I think either as a cashier or as like a store associate at Hollister or something. I think she thought about how during Black Friday she knew something about clothes and like being able to grab or something. I forgot. I have to kind of get back to it, but I just thought it was funny because between this and the lock picking, like she definitely would be a very good criminal, like criminal thief or mastermind in another life. Like if streaming didn't go so well, or like if it never happened, she definitely would be a very good criminal, like a mastermind thief. So, love lockpicking too. Yeah, lockpicking is interesting. Hey, it feels like it's a fun thing to like, you know. It definitely feels like a fun thing to do. Like, it seems like it's fun, but. Or at least to figure out. Oh wait, this is the same way it went. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I too would love the idea of a lockpicking stream. Seems like it's pretty fun to do. The jealous Americans because their quick stick house locks open if you look at them. Yeah, it's our classic American locks. Oh shit. Sorry. Good. Make sure I don't die out completely. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to watch, if not Ellie, I would love to watch someone do a lockpicking stream. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be Ellie, but if it's anybody else in general. Oops. Shit. Oh. There we go. Pop, and let's go. Alright, let's get to it. And hopefully not die in the process. Come on. There we go. We got it, we got it. Let's get go. There we go. Music's so good. Alright. I didn't like the implications of where Crash keeps those crystals and gems. Now that I'm looking at the animation now. But yeah. Kids game, by the way. Lockpicking isn't, honestly think lockpicking isn't shading. Films just don't really ever do it. I mean, I imagine it's, yeah, imagine it because it's, imagine it's sporty just because of the effort. Like, it's a very precise thing to try to do, you know? There we go. Gotta deal with, just gotta deal with a few bozos, and yeah, we got this. And the scrub. I'm not gonna lie, these enemies remind me so much of the scrubbing bubbles. Like, if you know, like, the scrubbing bubbles brand, like, they're notable for its, like... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I knew there was a secret here. But yeah. Locky... Yeah. Very precise. I think McNally might have some other opinions on that. Yeah, probably. But, you know... You know how it be. Shit. Damn it. I don't think it matters if I die. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I die. I still get the gem regardless. As long as I get the gem at the end of the day. There we go. But I do have to get this box at the very least. There we go. Has many videos where he says you can open this lock with this. Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, I've seen a few of those videos. Yeah, it's also just a great skill to know since people are silly. I like to laugh. Yeah, but yeah, Bo could definitely use some pointers on that one. That's for sure. Wait. The lock-picking lawyers got me into it. McNally's the guy who opens locks with everything but something. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, thinking about it now, it probably is... I could see how it could be very sporty. Because, yeah, it's a lot easier to just, like, brute force your way into stuff nowadays. So... Ooh. Is there anything on the other side? Oh yeah, the crystal. Yeah, so one's very precise, the other one just like bam, lock's gone. Yeah. So there we go. Alright. Come on, get... Nope. I don't know why I slide there. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, games like these, Bandicoot, I don't know why. I think I just really like collectathon games. Think about it now. Like games that just require you to just like collect every little thing that's given to you in the game. I don't know. I think that's... Not sure how, but I don't know. At least you know that lock is good when lock-picking lawyer takes more than 1 minute to open. Yeah. Definitely an absolute tell. More than anything else. There we go. 3 for 1 special. Also, Pro Spacer, welcome back. Yeah. Get that out of your butt. Damn. Okay. We're good. We got it.
10 of 25 crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult.
Yep, loud and clear.
Remember,
Loud and clear.
I'm counting on you.
Okay. Komodo Brothers. Oh, okay, wait. Is this the one with the spinning? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Scimitar ones. All right. There we go. I mean, it's one of those instances where the bosses are definitely a lot easier than the levels. more often than not. Oops. Of course, I say it and then I lose. Okay, well, my bad. Yep. 3 hits, that's usually all it takes. There we go. So. Okay, so let's get up there real quick and another cutscene.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
All right. All right. So let me double check something real quick. Okay, we're good. Okay. Let's enable. There we go. I'll save that, and then yeah. My proudest moment was making a replica of the bathroom key at school after the weirdos started locking outside breaks, and you had to get a key for. Holy sh! Okay, most people would never even think twice on that, so that's incredibly smart on your ends, Scave. So, making a replica. That I definitely would not have thought about it when I was in school. That's for sure. Yeah. Anyways, I was probably gonna call it from here and just yeah. So yeah, I might have to call it from here because I actually kind of have to get. I might have to go to work just a little bit earlier. So yeah. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to quit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end it from here. But yeah, you guys have. Sorry, I know this seems a bit rough, but yeah, I kind of forgot. Time actually flew by pretty fast on my end. So yeah, let me switch back and yeah. Have you guys, thank you again for sticking around. The few that are still here. As I mentioned before, and I could probably show it to you guys one more time. Actually, let me show it to you guys. So, whoops. Yeah. So June, I'm thinking about adding some sub goals. Yeah, I only got like 2. Technically, it says 3, but it's 2. The drinking stream and probably karaoke stream. Probably for those will probably be the monthly sub goals. We'll see how it goes. If David's up for it, he'll probably join me for that drinking stream. And yeah, that's about it as far as content goes. Any other collabs in between? You know, I'm always open to hearing them. I'm always willing to join in whenever, wherever. So yeah. So, but yeah, have a good one. As well, I was good. Okay, I kind of forgot I had this up too. Never mind what that says. I actually do mind. David being sussy there, but yeah, you guys have a good one, and I will have to see where I should drop you guys off to. And well, Wacky is strangely on at this hour, which is very, very rare for that brain. But Honey's also on as well. And so is Shamimi and yeah, Starla, you're right. Everybody is on today. Which makes us wild. Yeah, so. Well, let me see. I also could take you to someone completely new. There's a yeah, okay, so you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to take you guys to someone completely new. She recently started streaming not too long ago, and she's definitely been a cornerstone for the code bugs for a good while. And I haven't actually popped into her stream at all, and I kind of forgot she actually started streaming not too long ago. So yeah. So that said, let's go meet Candy Queen Sunny, aka Sunny. So yeah. Once again, thank you guys for sticking around. I've always had a great time as always, and hopefully June will be an even better time. So, but yeah, with that said, let's go see Sunny. So, you guys have a good one, and as always, I'll have a schedule set up. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh yeah, also Uppy. Okay, yeah, fine. We'll do Uppy's raid. So yeah. Bye.